look in the mirror, man, you're so dirty. Yeah, you look so dirty. You were never worthy. Lately, it's you.
Welcome to the Jeremy Hill Show. If you're easily triggered, leave now because this is not the show for you. Now, what I will be talking about in this reaction video, I'm going to cover how today's modern women, black women in particular, waste their most precious years. And when they waste their precious years, they sooner or later become the spokesperson of all bitter women, in my most humble opinion. Now, let me go ahead and get in this thing. Before I do, select the notification bell. Once you do that, select the option that says all. That way you'll be informed of all my new content. Can you dig it? Now, let me go on and get in this thing. I want you to hear what these gentlemen have to say about it first, and then we keep going. Can you dig it? Boom. All right, man. Like I always say, yeah, let's get it.
A woman to put her dreams off on hold for a nigga. You know that, right?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, at what age, like,
no, when I say they good, yeah, okay, I get what you're saying.
Okay.
I'm talking about they good. I'm talking about the years that they can get. A woman's beauty is they value to it.
Right.
A nigga with money don't give a fuck about a woman's money.
Damn.
A nigga with money do not give a fuck about a woman's money. No nigga give a fuck about how many degrees a bitch got.
Nope.
Not with money. You know what I'm saying? So a bitch good years is about 18 to about 35. And
right.
Once you start looking old or have a whole bunch of fucking kids and shit like that, your value drops. Plain and
I say it like this because it is between 18 to 35, but for someone, you can't put all women in that box when it comes to that. You really can't, because some women look older than they should. Some women look older than the years that they actually are. I would say like this: you're hitting the wall as soon as your beauty begins to go away. As soon as you start to gain weight, as soon as you start to look older, get gray hairs and stuff, not keeping yourself in shape. When you start, now I'm talking about the physical part, just the appearance first, all right? As soon as you start putting on weight, don't keep yourself together. For some of you, hygiene is an issue. For a lot of you, you don't want to keep your hair styled up. You would rather go pay someone $200, $300, $400 to style your hair when you could do the shit yourselves. But that's beside the point. You don't wash your hair, it stink. You don't wash yourself. Now, that's just the appearance. Now, what also destroys your value is when you have bastard children. It can be just one. One non-marital birth will make your value drop. Now, am I saying that you won't be able to sleep with men? No. You'll be able to sleep with men until the day that you die. But the men that you want are not going to want you unless they'll suck them, unless they have no self-worth, unless they are a beta. Most men do not want women that are out of shape, don't take care of themselves, hair is a mess, reek of marijuana, have a foul mouth, and have 2 or 3 baby daddies, 2 or 3 bastard children. Most men don't find that an ideal situation to be in, but almost every man finds it a good idea to stick that pipe in her and walk off, smash and dash. But that's the life consequence of a mustard back heifer. Let's keep going.
Plain and simple. Why you think it's so hard? Why you think it's so hard for an old woman? Everybody in her mama, either your mama married or she damn widow.
Yeah.
Mine.
Yeah.
Cause you wanna know why? Married, yep. You wanna know why? Cause she gave our mamas, gave a lot of their best years to men who didn't deserve it.
True.
We could just go by the examples that we have in front of us.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, bro, we can go to a restaurant right now, Longhorns, and we'll see nothing but either women with a bunch of kids or old ass women sitting with their coworkers.
And that is the truth. Now, I don't care what women say. Most women do not want to be alone. The majority of women don't want to be alone. They don't. But they make these decisions that place them in positions of where they're going to be miserable for the rest of their life. So therefore, they're going to go ahead and make everybody else miserable. You understand me? I'm going to let you hear what this woman got to say. All right. Y'all, let's get it.
We as women tend to underestimate the impacts of what we do when we're younger. I've honestly just had to accept that most people are going to have the widest selection of options while they're younger. I'm not saying that when you get older, you're not going to have any options, but
Again, when you get older as a woman, you're not going to have, I'm saying, you're still going to have perhaps a whole lot of options in men when it comes to sleeping with men. Okay. But even then, there's going to be a certain percentage that still won't touch you with a 10-foot pole because of your appearance or the situation that you are in. Okay. But you will have that ability out there. Always going to be somebody who's going to want to smash and dash. Okay. But for you to get a man who wants to wife you up, it ain't gonna really be that good. Like I say, the problem with this type of thinking, this feminist thinking that these mustard-back helpers have, is that the consequence only comes when everything is too late. When it's too late for them to run back the years, when it's too late for them to run back the mileage on that coochie, when it's too late for them to put the bastard children back in the womb, and it's just too late. Okay. When it's too late for them to look attractive and pretty anymore, when that metabolism starts to slow down, they start to put on weight, and now it's hard for them to stay in shape. This is when the consequence hits you. It's not when you're hot. It's not when you got everything going on that you like. It's when you become an older woman. If you live to be an older woman, this is when these consequences hit you just right in the face. This is when they tend to turn to a bitter woman. Most of the time they are already mean as hell, you know what I mean, through their youth, because they're being taught and groomed to be mean towards men. They're being raised to be men, basically, to try to be protected and provided themselves, but still want to have a man. But when they become older and they can't get the type of men that they thought they could always get at any given time, then they become mean and bitter. You know what I mean? So it's crazy.
But I'm saying that the type of men that you might want, the ones that most women tend to go for, they might start to be a little bit more scarce. They might already be married. They might end up going for younger women. Or they might have witnessed you living your best life, having all these hot girl summers on social media. And they're like, yeah, I don't know if I want to mess with that type of woman. I'm not telling you that you should settle for less than you deserve or feel pressure to settle for just anybody because societal pressures are telling you that you need to have a man, you need to have kids. I'm not saying that, but just be mindful of how much time you spend being single and living your best life.
Yeah, boy, I'm telling you, man, these women don't have a clue. They don't have a clue about what's really going on. Now, I'm going to put up one of the, you remember Mr. Kevin Samuels? I think a lot of y'all do. He had a lot to say about this subject as well. I'm going to put him on the screen before we get up out of here. Hold on one second. I'll put it on the screen. Boom. He was right about this. Let's get it.
You have blown your youth. You spent the years between 18 and 35 doing whatever the hell you chose to do. No heat, no judgment. But you blew your youth. When your counterparts who were looking to marry up and marry well were getting married their junior and senior year in college, the first and second year after college, they were married at 22 and 23, and you were laughing at those white girls and those Asian girls getting married at 22, 23. You get married after college, that's too young. We need to go on girls trips and having our best life and hot girl summer and all this other bullshit. Now they're 10 years into their marriage, 3 kids deep, and their husband's a VP of marketing somewhere. And while you still got you and your cats are living in a loft downtown, driving your BMW in a middling career. You ain't on no career track. You blew your youth. You blew your youth. You can't get that back. You don't have time to play any more games. You don't have another 10 years to try to figure this shit out. You'll be 50. You don't have time to keep playing games.
Exactly. Most of these women, man, they give their best years to the worst type of man, and then they give their worst years to the good man who's foolish enough to accept them. You know what I mean? They done had all these kids, they got all these trauma bonds and stuff. That's later. After they done gave all their good precious years to the men that gave them the trauma bonds and the non-marital births, man. That's crazy, man. Well, anyway, man, y'all let me know what y'all think about this, man. I'll be talking to y'all pretty soon. Y'all take it easy now, yeah?